Hello, beautiful people. So, we have a new update and we have a new video topic. So, another one recommended to me by one of my viewers, and this is about friendship. Now, my initial thought was, Suzu, are we sure we want to go down that path? Because it is honestly something which has been destructive for me, and it's also been constructive. But let's just talk about the messy parts and let's talk about the overall idea of how friendships should actually be considered. Now, I am not trying to say that there is a specific way of doing it. If you have amazing friends, that's a wonderful thing. This is only to people who want to reconsider or people who want to be sure if they're on the right, pathway. So let's get our little gifts. I love this. I love how Infinity Dicky does this. Thank you, Enfold. So yeah, let's get ourselves started with all of the um goodies and stuff. Okie dokie. Um oh my gosh. I have to read. Ah. Okay. So friendships to me is now something which is incredibly precious. In the past, it was something that I thought maybe I didn't need it because I'm gonna be real with you guys. If you have, let's say, 100 friends, that sounds so idealistic, but let's say that you have to develop a relationship with each of them. Let's say that you have a level 10 relationship or friendship with someone, and because you still have 99 others, you have that level 1 relationship. The level 10 one is immediately going to be better. And you can't focus on all 100, and those 100 will have other people who they'll be investing their time in. So the thing I wanted to say is that I've mentioned this many times in my videos about people, how they affect us and stuff. And I just want to say to please be wise with who you befriend. Honestly, guys, you guys are beautiful, wonderful individuals. And being friends with the wrong people can affect you in so many different ways. I wish there was an easy way out of this. I wish sometimes we could just jump into a level 10 friendship with someone, but life's all about the discovery. So, what is a good friend? I used to think someone who replies to my text or texts first is an example of a good friend, but then I realized that's the bare minimum. And of course, standards are subjective, by the way, but when it comes to responses from text, that's apparently universally one of the most bare minimums ever. Okay, so let's have a look at the banners. This is the 5 star. It doesn't show it in its full glory, but I'm not the biggest fan of this. Um, I like the dress, kind of. I'm not a big fan of the ability, but I love this. It literally reminds me of Suzu. But anyway, I'm sorry. I love my character, okay. She's got so much lore and everything. Whatever. Let's continue on with whatever we should be talking about, guys. So friendships is something you should be considering like 10 times, not just once. If this person serves you, that's the best part. And transactional friendships can be a hit or a miss. It's up to you. But let me tell you a type of transactional that isn't good. Like, let's say someone only reaches out to you because they need something. Like, let's say they need a favor and then they forget about you for the rest of the year until that favor or something similar comes up. That's stupid. That's honestly not something we should entertain. You know what I mean? And the other thing I wanted to mention, guys, is that you need to understand your value as well. And people say, okay, the people I'm hang around does not define me, but why do you stay around losers to begin with, honestly? And I'm not trying to attack anyone because I'm trying to speak to my past self as well. And I want to say this in a way that doesn't sound unlike me, but I want to be honest with you guys. I am quite an exclusive person. And I know I always say you can add me as a friend, you can do this, you can do that. I'm fine with that. I'm open to making new friendships, but not everyone gets my time, Not everyone gets my priorities. And I'm not trying to say because I'm special. I'm trying to say this because I value everything. So when people some of my viewers, for example, when people ask me how I am, when people speak to me on the daily, when people make an effort, that is what draws me more compared to someone who's like, I like your videos, I appreciate it, I always do. And then I never hear back from them again. And it's fine because some people are like that. It's okay to show your appreciation. You don't have to commit to anything. That's okay. But I'm just saying that there are people who say, "Oh, can we be friends?" and then the energy just dies, and it's not there for all the time. Sometimes it just doesn't work both ways, and that's okay. So you just have to realize that while you make friends, it's okay to realize people aren't for you. You're not being selfish. You're not being picky. In the past, I used to think I was. I used to think, "Oh crap, I have the highest standards ever," because I wanted someone to text me first. And then I realized, no, that's the bare minimum. And for anyone who needs to know this, with my current friends, I either text first or they do. It's not like a pattern. It's like an expectation. So I could go days without talking to them, but I know we're going to talk anyway. And that is a good relationship. That's a good connection because it shows the trust we have. But if someone just appears once a year, what's the point? And yes, I've actually had people like that. They ask me, do you remember me? And I'm so sorry to say this, but I don't. Because I've got no obligation to remember someone who doesn't remember me. It all comes back. Like sometimes I can say, "Oh, it's you. It's nice to see you again. Hope you're doing well." And then once again, they just dip. So it's completely something that you need to consider with like your whole being. Is this person actually going to serve you, or is this person going to what's the word? Make things harder for you? That's exactly the mentality that I want to bring by here, because a lot of us forget that if you're with people who believe in themselves, you will believe in yourself because you're with that influence. You're thinking, these people are aspirational, these people want to do stuff with their lives. But if you're with losers who just want to destroy their lives and other people's, you're going to have the same inspiration. That's the environment you create. And people forget environment is not just family. It's not just people that, okay, you grew up with. It's people who are in your friend circle as well. That is all a part of your environment. And only you would be to blame if you were in a terrible environment you can control. Because we choose who our friends are. We don't need to be, obligated to be friends or something. And if someone tells me, "Oh, you have to be my friend," get out. I'm not being your friend, you know? So just realize that it is so much more personal than it is social, because this person is who you actually plan to invest your time with. And are you going to just let that be something that you're going to think, "Oh, okay, it's fine"? Like with some people, it's okay to be friends, but if you really want to take something seriously, actually take it to the next level, this is what you have to think. Is this person toxic? Is this You have to look out for all of the sides, okay? And the good thing about going through terrible friendships and just bad relationships in general, friendships and social, by the way, I just wanted to say that I can recognize signs and patterns in people. I'm not a mind reader because people are indeed different, but signs are something which it's like a gut or a heart instinct. Gut instinct for me doesn't really work that much. People say trust your gut. For me, it's more like trust my instinct, because the hell does it mean to trust your gut? My gut is like, okay, it's kind of gross, but you guys get what I'm trying to say. It's so it is subjective, definitely, but please don't be with the wrong people. Honestly, it's just so disgustingly bad for everyone. Why are we going to entertain this? This is something that we shouldn't be you know so immersed with. Like if you just take 5 seconds or 5 minutes to understand, this is my best friend, that's not that's not it. That's not genuine. It takes years of like what's the word? You have to go through the thick and thin with this person. What if you could go through the thin with this person, but then when it comes to the thick, you're like, nope, I can't. And I want to be completely honest about something else as well. There was a time with friendships where I myself did not want to go through the thick with someone because I was just scared. I was scared it wouldn't be reciprocated. I was scared that I would give too much of a damn and this person wouldn't. And I want to say something. It can be mentally exhausting to deal with someone's thick. But after years of maturing and development, I'd say character development, yay! You just learn that the thick is not for everyone. And that's why not all friendships stay, because people don't stay through the thick, they stay through the thin. And sometimes you have to take a break when someone's going through a thick, and sometimes you have to understand that when you're going through a thick, it's okay for others to take a break, you know. So it doesn't always have to be super personal. And things I learned is even with friendships, we both or whoever's involved have bad moods. Like everyone has those days. So I don't talk during that period, or maybe they don't talk during that period either. That's usually how it works until we calm down and we say, you know what, I'm ready to talk about this. I'm like, cool, you know? And that's exactly how people should see it. It's not something, unfortunately, fiction has made it seem like, oh yeah, we're gonna visit each other when we're sick, we're gonna go to each other's houses every single day, unless you're neighbors, unless you're living a freaking anime. Yes, Jebs. It doesn't work like that, you know, and you have to be chill with knowing that. And I feel like people should also understand that you need to be, what's the word? This is the part where you have to be realistic. This is the part where you have to be like, you don't need to think that, oh, I have to tolerate or endure this person until I reach level 10. That's not what it is. You have to be willing to go through each of the stages of thick and thin, and then you realize you've reached that level. And level 10 is just a random one I made up. Oh no. No, I didn't mean to do that. No, get away, get away. Get away, I'm telling my mommy. Okay, I'm not dealing with those wind stars. No, don't you dare lead me towards them. But yeah, guys, it's just something that we need to acknowledge. Why are we going to be with losers who don't care about us? You know, I just don't get the logic behind that. And I'm not trying to make it seem easier said than done, etc., etc. Oh, watering can. Yay. Sup, what's this? Hot Infinity. Why am I only getting these now? Oh. Oh, drats. Oh my. Still? I just want gems. I think I already have them. Sometimes I feel like I'm such a noob to this game, and it's not even funny. I have such a bad cold. No! My ocean's blessed. Oh my gosh. You know what? I always say the dress is an ocean's blessing of mine. And if anyone's wondering if having an ocean's blessing will increase or decrease your chances, no. Because I want to be, what's the word? This is my ocean's blessing. Because even if you don't put the dress as your ocean's blessing, it's still, what's the word? The chances is still gonna be the same. Like I had something as an ocean's blessing and I got it in 20, which is the first 5 star. This is so much prettier than this. I'm sorry. The 4 stars have actually got my heart. Not a big fan of this one, but this one, I'm sorry, I'm going off topic. I got so excited over the update. Like, why am I in a relationship like that with people who don't care, you know? And you feel lonely with the wrong relationships anyway, so why would you care about being lonely if you're lonely both ways? And that's when I realized things had to stop. But yeah, I hope this video kind of wakes some people up. But I do want to say, if you have good friends, hold on to them. They are precious gems. And sometimes we don't appreciate them early, but please don't let it be too late and understand that everyone has a development stage. No friendships are perfect. People are people, you know. People have feelings, people have off days. And I just wanted to give a realistic depiction of it, you know, and expecting a text back or first or whatever. I don't even care who texts first, to be honest. But I'm just mentioning what happened in the past, the lack of reciprocation. You just need to realize that is below the bare minimum. And you should create your own standards. Not too high. That's like, oh my goodness, you just want that person to, I don't know, climb a mountain with you. That's not what I meant. But you guys should understand that friendships are definitely more personal than you think. Be with the right people, and you'll see that your life would genuinely feel like something is changing for the better. It all starts with the environment, and your friends are a part of that. And if you have to let go of people, as painful as it is for you, just understand if they are not gonna be sad that you're leaving, there's your answer. And sometimes I had to make this decision as well. There were people I was good friends with, but I realized we just don't click. And it was sad to see them go, or at least me leaving, but I can't entertain that. And I'm not here to be picky and judgy, but I can't be with someone destructive, even if they mean well. So it's time for us to, move on our own ways. And there's no hatred involved either. It's just, okay, I'm just doing my own thing, and I just realized her wings are literally in her hair. Like, what? But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. My next gameplay might be the Infinity Nikki story time. There is a new quest for the exclusive update, and it's the 2.2 update, so hopefully we will get to see this or this in the story. But yeah, I guess I will see you guys in another video. Um, I will see if I could do the quest. I'm not entirely sure yet. I'll see what my schedule and everything looks like. But yeah, I just thought about doing this video because a viewer recommended it to me, and I was thinking it's a good way to let out some steam, but it's also something that benefits everyone who is watching, hopefully. But yeah, don't take it lightly, guys. I could save you years of regret, heartbreak, just from you choosing the right people. But yeah, and I do want to say this because I did mention this. If you do want to add me on Discord or Instagram, it's Suzu Tales, or Discord is Hanahime. I'm gonna list it down, and yeah, it does say Suzu Tales as well, so you can talk to me, no problem. But yeah, I'm just here if someone needs, another person to talk to. I can't promise the friendships part, but if you guys can make an impression, that's amazing. Because I have spoken to some of my viewers and they've made promising impressions. But anyway, let's just get ourselves all sorted for the next video. Not sure if it's Hardtopia or the story mode just yet. But I'm open to suggestions, and you guys better know that you deserve the best. We're cringy, but we are gonna be with the right people and actually make a difference with our lives. Oh yeah, I need to do my little send off, which I didn't do last time. I did it on Hotopia. So yeah, guys, I'll see you on another video.